Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Your United States Navy Flight Demonstration Squadron takes pleasure in performing for you this, one of our many practice flight demonstrations of the 2026 season. I'm Lieutenant Ronnie Hafeza, narrator for the Blue Angels. Since 1946, the Blue Angels have had the unique privilege of demonstrating to the American public the precision techniques of naval aviation, inspiring a culture of excellence and service to country. The maneuvers you will see demonstrated here this afternoon are coordinated tactical techniques developed by Navy and Marine Corps pilots in both peacetime training and actual combat. These maneuvers are neither stunts nor daring feats, but are refinements of basic techniques taught to every prospective naval aviator. Here in the skies over Naval Air Station Pax River, we will demonstrate these maneuvers at very low altitude in traditional Blue Angel formation, so you may see and take pride in the precise fashion in which your Navy and Marine Corps pilots are trained to fly. Now direct your attention to the ramp before you and observe the military manner in which the 6 demonstration pilots approach their aircraft and are saluted by their crew chiefs. Ladies and gentlemen, Flying Blue Angel number 1, the commanding officer and flight leader of the Blue Angels from Canton, Connecticut, Captain Adam Bryan. Flying Blue Angel number 2, the right wingman from Thousand Oaks, California, Lieutenant Cam Schneider. Flying Blue Angel number 3, the left wingman from Geneva, Illinois, Lieutenant Chris Hubin. Flying Blue Angel number 4, the slot pilot from Beaufort, South Carolina, Lieutenant Colonel Brandon Wilkins. Flying Blue Angel number 5, the lead solo from Freeport, Maine, Lieutenant Commander Connor O'Donnell. Flying Blue Angel number 6, the opposing solo from Chantilly, Virginia, Major Scott Lux. As the crew chiefs assist the pilots into their jets, you're witnessing the teamwork found in all Navy and Marine Corps units. The Blue Angels take a great deal of pride in personifying the Navy and Marine Corps values of honor, courage, and commitment. For more information on our support crews and our pilots, we invite you to follow us on social media, including Facebook and Instagram. There you'll find exclusive photos and videos, as well as an in-depth look at our organization and how we operate. The Navy's Flight Demonstration Squadron, the Blue Angels, is the oldest performing U.S. military aviation demonstration team. Since 1946, the Blue Angels have brought naval aviation to men and women of all ages across America. We were first based at Naval Air Station Jacksonville, Florida, flying F-6F Hellcats. We continued flying Grumman Corporation aircraft for 22 years, transitioning in late 1946 to the more powerful and faster F-8F Bearcat. In 1950, we transitioned to jet aircraft with the arrival of the straight-wing F-9 F-2 Panther, the predecessor of the swept-wing F-9 F-8 Cougar, which we received in 1955. In 1957, the Blue Angels became equipped with high-performance aircraft, with the arrival of the supersonic F-11 F Tiger. In 1969, we received the McDonnell Douglas F-4 Phantom and flew the supersonic jet until 1974 when we transitioned to the A-4 Skyhawk. In 1987, we acquired the Boeing F-18 Hornet and demonstrated its reliability over the course of 34 show seasons. We are now in our 6th year of flying the combat-proven Boeing F-A-18 Super Hornet. pilots and crew chiefs will now start the General Electric engines that power the F-18. The noise level will soon become too loud to hear a description of the checks they'll perform. However, please note that each aircraft was carefully inspected by expert Blue Angels maintenance personnel prior to this afternoon's aerial demonstration. The Blue Angels fly the Boeing F/A-18 Super Hornet, a multi-mission strike fighter, versions of which have been operational throughout the fleet since 2001.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops, God bless America, and gentlemen, start your
Ano na ako, naka-sip-sip na lang ako.
What about us? What about when you said you would be somebody I could trust? You lied to me. Why did you lie to me? You said you'd die for me. Girl, I'd only die for this rock and roll. Ain't that cold? Inhale the smoke, then I blow it out slow. 6 feet below, scared of the dark, but I see where it goes. Only keep my eyes closed. I just leeches, demons and holes. Good time and foes, bury my holes. Bury my holes. Bury my holes. Bury my holes. Wave right on, wave right on, slide right on stage, singing right on. Yes, man, no, yes, man. Y'all want me if you understand. What about you? What about when you said that you would be somebody I could trust? Well, I'd only die for this rock and roll. And that cold, then I blow it out slow. 6 feet below, scared of the dark, but I see where it goes. Only keep my eyes closed. I just leeches, demons and holes. Good time and foes, bury my holes. Bury my holes. Bury my holes. Bury my holes. Bury my
The Blue Angels taxi in tight formation, just as you will see them perform here this afternoon. This degree of precision has been a trademark of the Blue Angels since first established 80 years ago. 17 officers and 135 enlisted personnel comprise the Blue Angels. Pilots 1 through 4 fly the diamond formation, showcasing the precision flight required of all Navy and Marine Corps pilots. While pilots fly as solos, demonstrating the maximum. Once again, I'm Lieutenant Ronnie Hapeza from Redondo Beach, California. Blue Angel number 7, the narrator for the flight demonstration, as well as the pilot for the key influencer and leader personnel we normally fly at each show site. Blue Angel number 8, Commander Lily Montana from Vienna, Virginia, is the Squadron Naval Flight Officer and Events Coordinator. Commander Chris Meek from Fort Worth, Texas, serves as the squadron's Executive Officer. Our Marine Corps C-130 pilots are Captain Isaac Becker from Austin, Texas, Lieutenant Colonel Josh Horman from Kansas City, Missouri, and Captain Olivia Baer from Findlay, Ohio. Lieutenant Commander Natalia Lucetti, our maintenance officer from Mayaguez, Puerto Rico, is responsible for the men, women, and equipment that keep our aircraft flying. From Olongapo City, Philippines, our assistant maintenance officer is Chief Warrant Officer 3, Julia Medaher. From Jackson Center, Ohio, the Blue Angel flight surgeon is Captain Jen Murr. From Fredericksburg, Virginia, our supply officer is Lieutenant Garrett Weidel.
Small, updated waves are 330 at 10. We on the airfield and the airspace. You are clear for takeoff. Have a good one.
Thanks, Nat. Solos worth everything off. Boss, everything off. The winds are 330 at 10. That's our right headwind. Check the park up. Check your ship set. Check out maneuver. Left it up. Back on. The cabin clear is on 9. Let's fire up for Mark and Cedric.
Now, to the right, Captain Brian calls smoke on. Off brakes now. Burners ready now. And the Blue Angel Diamond is rolling. As they pass before you, you will notice the smoke is no longer visible while the engines are in afterburner. Between these four aircraft. On the right. Aircraft's canopy to canopy as they perform the opposing knife edge pass. Is a frontier form maneuver that is likely familiar to those of you who have seen the Blue Angels perform in the past. At 400 miles per hour, the Diamond Ring. All four aircraft flying as one in this graceful 360-degree rolling maneuver. demonstrate the inverted flight capability of the F-18. Approaching inverted from the left and right, they'll roll their aircraft 360 degrees, crossing center point. Ladies and gentlemen, the opposing inverted to inverted wings. Is setting up for their next maneuver. Approaching center point on Captain Bryant's command. All four pilots will simultaneously roll their aircraft 360 degrees as they perform the diamond aileron roll. Here's Captain Bryant. Pilots and aviation enthusiasts who appreciate the difficulties associated with carrier aviation will enjoy this next maneuver demonstrated by the two solo pilots. To the right, Lieutenant Commander O'Donnell and Major Locks will establish a mirror image formation. However, look closely as both aircraft are in the carrier landing configuration as they approach for a maneuver we call the Fortus. Sometimes pitching deck of an aircraft carrier at sea. Slow-speed flight is just as important as high-speed flight. In order to demonstrate the dirty slow-speed handling characteristics of the F-18, Captain Bryant has called for the extension of the landing gear and tailhooks by the four Diamond pilots. As they execute a maneuver performed by no other jet demonstration team in the world today, from the left, the Diamond Derby Loop. The maximum performance turn rate of the F-18. Crossing center point, he'll execute a 7.5 G afterburning turn. once again. You should notice two significant modifications. The wingmen, Lieutenant Schneider and Lieutenant Hubin, still maintain minimum wingtip to canopy separation. However, the flight leader and slot pilot are both in the inverted position. From the right, the Blue Angel double Farvel. From behind the spectator area, Blue Angels 5 and 6 are approaching the flight line at 400 miles per hour. Of gravity to cross their aircraft over show center.
Don't be shy, don't be shy, baby.
Establish a right echelon formation. From the right, at 378 miles per hour, the Blue Angel Echelon Parade. Consecutive rolls totaling 720 degrees with a combined closure rate of over 800 miles per hour. Ladies and gentlemen, the opposing horizontal rolls. While in the inverted position. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Angel changeover roll. entire formation has shifted back into the Blue Angel Diamond. With a series of open awards, Lieutenant Commander Naval completes his rendezvous with the diamond to the right.
Going clear, clouds scattered, 5,600.
To the right, Lieutenant Commander O'Donnell has joined the diamond in the line abreast formation, still maintaining minimum separation. The pilots must now align themselves by looking 90 degrees off their flight path towards Captain Brian's aircraft. They'll climb up through vertical under heavy G as they perform the very difficult 5-plane line abreast loop.
Cause I just wanna feel alive.
They exit to the left. Captain Brian calls for another formation change prior to detaching Blue Angel number 5.
Mama, I can fly. And I just wanna feel alive.
You have seen several flight profiles of the F-18. The two solo pilots will next demonstrate precision roll rate control. Crossing center point, they'll roll their aircraft 360 degrees, pausing after each 90 degrees of rotation. Ladies and gentlemen, the opposing 4-point hesitation roll.
Everybody, let's get into it. Get started, get started, get started, get
Speak to the next maneuver, the barrel roll break. He'll climb up the vertical, roll the formation 90 degrees, and perform a split S, finishing with the dynamic separation maneuver. As the formation pulls to level, each pilot will perform an individual brake turn and exit the flight line in a separate direction. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Angel barrel break! Making their approach to the flight line, approaching show center. They'll simultaneously roll their aircraft 420 degrees in section. Ladies and gentlemen, the double tuck over roll.
Years in the making. Word is I'm bringing home the bacon. Word is they don't see what it take to make it, but the word on the street side make it look easy. No flattering, cool, take too easy. Word on the street is I make it look easy.
From behind the crowd, Captain Brian is rolling out the diamond for another dynamic maneuver, the low brake cross. Crossing center point, each pilot will perform an individual brake turn and exit the flight line in a separate direction. As all four aircraft converge on center point with maximum closure and minimum separation. To demonstrate the slow speed handling characteristics of the F-18 in the clean configuration. They'll pass before you virtually standing Blue Angels 5 and 6 on their tails. At less than 120 miles per hour, the fly-by-wire flight controls provide the slow speed handling that sets the Super Hornet apart in the air-to-air combat arena. Ladies and gentlemen, the section high alpha pass. Listen as Captain Brian calls for the selection of Afterburner by the 4 Diamond Pilots. As they pass over Show Center, you will hear and feel the thunder of 8 engines producing 168,000 pounds of thrust.
Power check. Center point. Coming up. Okay. Burners ready now.
Completed an intensive winter training period at Naval Air Facility in Central California. The beautiful weather of the area provided us with the optimal conditions to fly each of the demonstration pilots on the 120 training sorties necessary prior to our first public demonstration. The Airshow season began on the 14th of March and runs through early November. The Blue Angels will perform 65 flight demonstrations while visiting 32 cities throughout the United States. The next portion of our flight demonstration will showcase all 6 aircraft flown together in formation. The Blue Angel Delta has been our signature 6-plane formation since 1958. Behind the crowd to the right, the 2 solo pilots have joined the Diamond to form the Blue Angel Delta. From the right, at 400 miles per hour, the Delta roll. All 5 wingmen maintaining position as they roll 360 degrees over center point. towards the flight line. Very shortly, all 6 aircraft will be approaching for the Blue Angel fleur-de-lis.
Buddy, hold it. Hold on. Get there.
An aerial salute to our forward deployed forces. All 6 aircraft will separate, perform 360-degree rolls, and the 4 Diamond pilots will rendezvous through a Lincoln maneuver from the left at 450 miles per hour. The Blue Angel fleur-de-lis. Let's listen in. As they rendezvous, watch as Captain Brian executes a reversal turn, rolling out the formation for the Delta Loop Break Cross. Each aircraft accelerates to 500 miles per hour. They'll perform a half-cubanate reversal turn. You should be able to follow their individual smoke trails, as all 6 pilots simultaneously roll their aircraft 180 degrees and head back towards the flight line from 6 different directions with maximum closure and minimum separation. They will converge on center point and cross with a combined closure rate of nearly 1,000 miles per hour. website and follow us on social media, including Facebook and Instagram.
Darling, ain't no me and bubble wrap. I'm scared you really mean it, that you're never coming back. See you back right by the stairs, so I guess you already packed. No, I can't change your mind, but how could you just leave like that? I'm not ready yet to go, so just give me one more night. Hold me like you're still mine. Hold up me right now before you leave me. I know it's gonna hurt watching your footsteps start. Hold up me right now before you leave me. Hold up me right now before you leave me.
In front of the crowd, the Delta is making its approach to the flight line. Approaching show center, the entire formation will separate in dramatic fashion. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Angel Delta.
I've been living for all these little things.
Ladies and gentlemen, your United States Navy Flight Demonstration Squadron represents a time-honored tradition of pride, professionalism, and excellence, spanning 115 years of naval aviation. The 2026 team takes a great deal of pride in saluting Navy and Marine Corps aviators, maintenance crews, and support personnel everywhere. From the right, your 2026 Blue Angels.
Delta. Right. Jumper. Traffic. Magnet. Buddy, hold it. Okay. Good boy. Boss wicket.
One of the unique demands placed upon naval aviators is that they must be able to land an aircraft on a ship while at sea. Whether it be a tactical jet, a propeller-driven aircraft, or helicopter. Each requires skill which the naval aviator must master. In order to perfect this skill, Navy and Marine Corps pilots spend a great deal of time in the landing pattern practicing carrier approaches. In front of the Captain Brian and his wingmen are simulating a carrier pattern. Approaching the runway from the right, Captain Brian is confirming that the landing checks have been completed and that each aircraft is in fact ready to land. Rolling out on final, they make constant power and line corrections, maintaining the optimum rate of descent for the proper touchdown point.
200, buddy. 220 gold. 140 all the way, set up. You want with 180, buddy? 200, Goldie. 140 all the way while we round up. 160, buddy. 180, Goldie. Hey, buddy. 160, Goldie. 140 all the way, Goldie.
The demonstration pilots you have been watching perform here this afternoon are but a small part of the Blue Angels team. The men and women standing before you in blue uniforms are members of the elite Blue Angels maintenance crew. Through hard work, many long hours, and unselfish dedication, they have each year for the past 80 years provided us with the aircraft availability necessary to perform each of these flight demonstrations. As the aircraft taxi back, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce you to the 2026 Blue Angels maintenance crew. I'll go
well clear on the wing turn and echo for engine left 45. Buddy. Bring on off, heading up to 70%.
First net power plants Austin, Texas, South Carolina. First net power plant Bryce Water, Jacksonville, Florida. Barrett from Long Island, New York. Dr. Richard Spencer, Naval from Dothan, Alabama. Dr. Harvey from Middletown, Maryland.
Which name, Ron? Nice flying out there, Jay Delta. Nice high show practice. Over. I just took y'all back. That's Friday in the books. Then the car can be card on the Friday. Job done, buddy.
Any support personnel handle Jeffrey from Portland, Oregon, Ron Mauser from Richmond, Virginia, General Lucas from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Zach Summers from Salem, Alabama, Thomas Bell from Pensacola, Florida, Princess William from Norfolk, Texas, Alex Portillo from Winchester, Virginia, Nathan Mauser,
Ronnie, Lily, Isaac, Josh, Liv, video, maintenance, everybody out there. Nice Friday.
Your 2026 Blue Angels maintenance crew.
We had Elsa News. Elsa, it was a pleasure to have in the jet. Great conversation. He hung on the whole time. It was great. Also, pleasure to fly with you. Thanks for everything you do for the Navy. And now we'll be in 10 miles here very shortly. Congratulations and good luck for the rest. Hey, thanks so much for having me, boss.
I know they gon' lean, work it, I know they gon' feed. Everything
Bloody hell, Cedric absolutely crushed it.
Taxiing before you now, the Blue Angels will momentarily be turning into the parking area. As they step away from their aircraft, I'd like to take one final opportunity to introduce to you the demonstration pilots you have been watching perform here this afternoon.
Pleasure flying with you. Thanks for everything you do for your team. I'm sure they're very similar. Glad you got to fly with us today.
Because it's not something you put your lips on.
Thank you very much, Pod. Glad to be here. Bye. Thanks. Bye. Bye. Coming.
Having secured their engines, the pilots will simultaneously exit their aircraft on a signal from Captain Brian. It has been an honor and our pleasure to perform for you here at Naval Air Station Pax River. This, one of our many practice flight demonstrations of the 2026 season. Ladies and gentlemen, flying Blue Angel number 5, the lead solo from Freeport, Maine, Lieutenant Commander Connor O'Donnell. Flying Blue Angel number 4, the slot pilot from Beaufort, South Carolina, Lieutenant Colonel Brandon Wilkins. Flying Blue Angel number 3, the left wingman from Geneva, Illinois, Lieutenant Chris Hubin. Flying Blue Angel number 2, the right wingman from Thousand Oaks, California, Lieutenant Cam Schneider. Flying Blue Angel number 1, the commanding officer and flight leader of the Blue Angels from Canton, Connecticut, Captain Adam Bryan. Ladies and gentlemen, representing your United States Navy and Marine Corps, the 2026 Blue Angels.
Hey, good job today, friend. Good job today earlier.
We are ready for Saturday and Sunday. We hope you have an easy and safe drive home. And we hope to see you Saturday and Sunday when we put it all together, tighten it up, and have a great show. It's some great weather. I have one very important announcement I have to make before you're all gone, though. If I could have your attention, please. With an ice cold beer, please report to the announcer's stand immediately. Two or three ice cold beers. Pretty quiet.